I'm hoping that there'll be more impetus for the players to just enjoy the game with the pressure off, try out a few different things, and we get something open and free-flowing.
And already we're underway here. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
I would have to say Victor Osimhen, Peter. Africa has always produced some outstanding striking talents, and this is the man I see as the latest in that line. He's fast, he's powerful, he's very athletic, and he looks the perfect man if you want to hit on the counter-attack.
Okay, interesting. That's tidy. A chance to play it in. Lookman. Danger averted for now. Nigeria have got it back and they'll have another go. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Bassi. Ndidi. Chukwueze. Aina. And here's Osimhen! There's an early warning shot across the bow.
Well, the way he set himself up was just so clever. No wonder he's disappointed.
Calmly anticipates. Lookman. Aim forwards.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Hosseini. Quality ball. That has found him in acres of space. It's a promising position. Oh, great defending. That needed doing. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Hosseini. Moved on forwards. Now here's the delivery. Back in once more. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Long ball by the goalkeeper. And it's played forward. Aina. Chukwueze. Aina. That's really well manoeuvred. Ndidi. Lookman. Good play on the left-hand side here. Very nicely done. Great chance! Moved on forwards. Hosseini, and it's played forward. Oh, nicely intercepted. Aina. Chukwueze. Ndidi. Aina. Aina. It's a promising run he's making on the right. Punched away. Aim forwards. Taremi. Does really well to win the ball there. That's really well manoeuvred. Lookman. Lovely bit of skill. Ball played through for the wide man. Shot a goal! Oh, that probably deserved better.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Godos. Decent chance! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, I can understand why his thinking was that way inclined.
Ndidi. Bassi. Ndidi. Chukwueze. Ndidi. Lookman. Iwobi. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Taremi, and the counter is on. It is quite a run he's making here. Aimed in towards the centre. That has been knocked clear. Chukwueze. Oh, they could break here. Now it's Osimhen. Iwobi. just needed better contact. Moved on forwards. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Lookman. And here's Osimhen. Played out wide. Oh, smashing header! In for the pieces!
Nigeria definitely are on top of things in these early stages, Peter. If this is how they intend to go on, I think the opposition might see some trouble.
And it's played forward, and it's come back to the keeper. Torunariga. Ndidi. Chukwueze. Iwobi, now he's off and running. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Out towards the flank. Taremi! Yes!
Well, what a statement of intent. Who better to be the one to have the first say? A cracking opening to this game.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Nigeria are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Ndidi. Chukwueze. Ndidi. Chukwueze. Great work on the overlap. Aina. So who's he picking out? He's in a great position here. And here's Chukwueze. Oh, he's found him in space. Osimhen! Looks to the other side. That's really well manoeuvred. Cuts out the pass. Aina. Ball's being played in here nice and early.
Yeah, that'll be a test for that defence, but I'd like my players to keep mixing it up if I was in that position, you know, and not become predictable. They've got to avoid that. Chukwueze. Iwobi. A
And he shoots! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Iran are already ahead, the perfect start.
Well, this opening spell has been one big plus. They should look to add to it, not subtract.
And it's Iwobi. Wins the duel this time. Iran leading here after what's been an eventful start to the game. Taremi chips it through. Played back in. Now that's a fine challenge.
Indeedy, yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Back into the middle. Aim forwards. Godos. And here's Taremi. And he's lost his man here. Succumbs to the pressure. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Aina. And here's Chukwueze. Iwobi with a shot. It's off target and by quite a way.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Iran leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Iwobi. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Chukwueze. Oh, great chance! Header! Just off target.
Osimhen certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Hosseini moved on forwards. And it's played forward. Bassi gets over and intercepts. Ndidi. Moved on forwards. Godos. Out to the right. Chance! Didn't quite get enough on that.
You really could have done with engaging those crosses much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Aina. Torunarigha. Ndidi. Great run on the overlap here. Out to the left it goes. And they've got a throw. Bassi. Ndidi. Iwobi. Bassi. Torunarigha. Chukwueze. Ndidi. Oh, there's a probing ball. And it's hoisted clear. Ndidi. Aina. He is just caressing the ball. Takes the shot! It's really well cleared. Looking here to chip it through. Lookman looking to get on the end of this. That's a lovely, neat pass. It's just beyond his reach. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. That's really well manoeuvred. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Plays it through. Well read, nice interception. Bassi. Torunarigha. Aim forwards. Chukwueze. Played out to the right. Iwobi. Now that's well seen too. Taremi. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Spread out to the left. Picks it up out wide. Nice control. Looking for a decent ball in. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Bassini. Godos. Who's he going to play in? He is through here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Ndidi. That's been drilled forward. He can get that clear. Godos. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Cleared away. Hosseini. That has been cut short. Ndidi. Played towards the other side. Aina. That's really well manoeuvred. Chukwueze. Moved on forwards. Osimhen chasing after it. And it's played forward. And he cuts out the supply. Bassi. Ndidi. Aim forwards.
Osimhen really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Bassi. Nigeria keep the ball, but can't do anything meaningful with it. Godos. And Ndidi does well to get it back. That pass has been well intercepted. All time, excellent interception. Ndidi. Chukwueze. Now it's Iwobi! Good first touch and almost as good a second.
Oh, that's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
And it's played forward. Aina. Bassi. And reclaimed it in a trice. Great run this, he's covered quite a distance already. Godos. Chukwueze. Nigeria getting a lot of touches here, but they're not making much progress. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Great defending, strong and determined. Iwobi. Needs a bit of penetration to go with all this possession. Ndidi. Aina. That's really well manoeuvred. Clears it away. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Driven forward. Chukwueze does really well to win the ball there. Godos. Ball's played through. Moved on forwards. Osimhen. And here's Osimhen. Osimhen. And here's the chance to counter. Taremi finds himself offside. Torunariga. Played back in. Lookman. Iwobi. Aim forwards. Taremi. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. He's offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Aina. And it's Iwobi. Iwobi knocks it out wide. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Chance for a shot! It just took too long getting forward.
Look, if they're going to counter, it has to be pacier and much more decisive.
They've played it short. Plenty waiting in the middle. Over to the left. Lookman. Moved on forwards. That's a nicely shaped ball. And here's Taremi. And it's played forward. Now it's Osimhen. Chance here to counter. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Orsini. That's really well manoeuvred. Ndidi. Now it's Godos. Clipped into space. Nigeria have reclaimed it. Moved on forwards. Orsini. Up towards the front line. Taremi. Now he's off and running. Ah, such a clever touch. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Lovely feet. Godos. And he has been fouled there. He's tried the shot.
Nigeria, they've got away with it this time, but I think if they carry on giving away free kicks in positions like that, I think they'll be made to pay. They've got to be very careful, just a little more discipline is called for.
And it's played forward. That has been knocked clear. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Iwobi. Ambitious ball here. Oh, that's clever. Aim forwards. Now, what about a counter-attack? Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Oh, that's a fine challenge. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Now it's Taremi. Thinks one through. This interception, his positioning was spot on. Torunariga. Lookman. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Iwobi. And here's Osimhen. He's away! Osimhen! And he's there to clear it. In into the middle. Tries to get it clear. That's really well manoeuvred. Taremi is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Iwobi. Chukwueze. Oh, that's nice. Chukwueze. That is lovely. He came in hard, very hard. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Oh, it's played into the area. Firmly met. Now it's Osimhen. Looking to break at pace. Can he get onto this? Osimhen. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Godos. He's on it. Can he get away? And here's Taremi. Oh, what a pass! So, what can they make of this? Lookman. Iwobi. Ndidi shifted upfield. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Cross goes in there. And he's there to clear it. Lookman. Moved on forwards. Godos. Half an hour played now. And it's played forward. That has been cut short. Bassi. That's really well manoeuvred. That has been knocked clear. Aim forwards, and he cuts out the supply. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Iwobi. And it's Iwobi. Chukwueze. Lovely ball and a real chance now. Godos. Taremi. Godos. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Torunariga. Aina. Moved on forwards. And it's played forward. Aina. Iwobi. Udidi. Bassi. Aim forwards. And he goes cross-field. Oh, good spread. Now it's Taremi. Lookman. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Godos. Oh, this looks sharp. Taremi chasing after it. Lookman. And here's Osimhen. Oh, just skips past his man. Good challenge, excellent challenge. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Here comes the cross. And the keeper has it. Have it back and can go again. Udidi. Bassi. Bassi forwards and with intent. Taremi. Proves too strong. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Godos. Gets into some space. That's a throw. Chooses to go back. Lovely, now then. Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
more than a formality.
Well, he dipped into a world of focus then and dismissed any distraction.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
It will be. That's really well manoeuvred. And here's Osimhen. He's beaten the last man. Up he goes! It's a loose ball. And that was very necessary. Godos. Moved on forwards. Lookman. Iran, half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Hosseini. That's really well manoeuvred. Taremi looks to get on the end of this. Will be. Do have a chance to counter here. Chukwueze. And here's Osimhen. Iwobi forwards and with intent. That's good play. Chukwueze. Iwobi. Iwobi played out to the left flank. And he's there to get it away. Godos. And it's played forward. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Ndidi. Iwobi. Ndidi. Bassi shifted upfield. Godos. It's a fine run and he's happy to keep going. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Could move up a gear here. Now it's Chukwueze. And here's Osimhen. Wins the duel this time. Hosseini, aim forwards. And that's a foul, free kick's been given. Bassi. Ndidi. Aina. It's a good run down the right. Time to deliver. That's the throw. Iwobi. Osimhen! That's a half-decent try.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Moved on forwards. Hosseini. Godos. Lookman. Bassi. And it's played forward. Well, that's a clever-looking ball. Taremi. That is a little undercut. That's really well manoeuvred. Has a look and place it forward. Iwobi spread out to the left. And it's Iwobi. Aim forwards. And here's Chukwueze. Taremi now looking to orchestrate a counter. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick.
Taremi really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Ndidi. Torunariga. Bassi. Lookman. Strong running down that left flank. Nice physical challenge. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Taremi. He's through, now is he in? Oh, good determined running there, but not back by the defence.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with.
Osimhen! And it's hoisted clear. Into the channel. Plays it in low. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Deftly away. And that's been won straight back. Moved on forwards. Udidi. Lookman. Driven forward. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Keeper's got good distance on that. Iwobi looking for a runner. Quality ball. That's an excellent interception. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Hosseini. Godos. Nigeria going about it patiently, perhaps too patiently, and it's played forward. Hosseini, that's really well manoeuvred. Hosseini. Aim forwards. Taremi is onto it in a flash. And here's Taremi. And here's Taremi. Out to the left it goes. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. And it's been taken short. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And claimed it back swiftly. Osimhen. And here's Osimhen. Nice interception, well timed. Long ball by the goalkeeper. Godos. Searching pass he's played there. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. It's a throw-in. Plays it across. And it's kept out by a stubborn defence. Now it's Osimhen. Lookman. Bassi. Oh, can he get onto this? Oh, Red, nice interception. Decent progress down the left. And here's Osimhen. Oh, they could be caught out. It goes to finish!
Chukwueze has taken on too much there. That isn't one of the areas he thrives on.
Hosseini. Godos. Aina. Moved on forwards. Chukwueze. Chukwueze tries making a foray down the right. Climbs up big! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Iran, well, the manager's
Best equipped for this game.
well, it's quite simple, Peter. It's hard to overlook the highly productive Ademola Lookman here, because he's someone who's more than capable of scoring prolifically, and is sure to make teams think twice about playing that high defensive line because of his pace and, of course, his clinical finishing too.
Okay, interesting. Chukwueze. And it's Osei Samuel. There will be a throw-in. Osei Samuel. Now it's Chukwueze. Look, and the shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
Just wonder what was on his mind there. He should have put his foot right through it.
That's really well manoeuvred. The pass has gone astray. Chukwueze. Osei Samuel. Osei Samuel shifted upfield. Chukwueze. Shot a goal! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, what a statement of intent. Who better to be the one to have the first say? A cracking opening to this game.
Perfect timing, perfect connection, and a perfect outcome.
Osimhen simply judged everything beautifully. That takes a lot of training ground practice, and we know what practice can make.
Their reward with an early goal. Hosseini. Lookman. Nice physical challenge. This looks promising. Out to the left it goes. Across it goes. A header! And yes, it's there!
Should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
things interesting.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Bassi. Aim forwards. Chance here to counter. Osei Samuel. Ndidi. Bassi. Bassi, gently done. Iwobi. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Hosseini. Moved on forwards. Bassi did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Osimhen. Godos. Spread out to the left. Played through for the wide man. Calmly anticipates. Now it's Osimhen. So what can they make of this? Oh, he's found support out wide. He's found a way through. Looks across and plays it in. Defending of the desperate variety.
Nigeria really are making good use of that right-hand side. The light is very much the colour green. Osimhen clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Gives the defence a decision to make, whether to go zonal or man-to-man now.
Now that's well seen too. Torunariga. Aina. Now it's Godos. Over to the left. Picks it up out wide. Real chance! Lookman. Now who's going to be first to this? Ping towards the front line. Lookman. It's been slipped through. Now it's Chukwueze. Chukwueze. That's a bad place to challenge. What's he giving? Now the referee has given a free kick just outside the box.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Tries to get it clear. And it's Osei Samuel. Iwobi wins the duel this time. Cleared away. Iwobi. Now it's Osimhen. Osimhen. And here's Chukwueze. Cross deflected behind for a corner. And it's been taken short. Well read, and the danger is averted. takes a shot! Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And it's Iwobi. Very nicely done. And he's there to get it away.
It's been pretty high-tempo stuff from the off here, Peter. A good show of intent, I would say.
And here's Taremi. Great run on the overlap here. Now it's Taremi. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. And he's there to clear it. Osimhen cuts out the pass. And here's Osimhen. And here's Iwobi. Played out wide. That has been knocked clear.
Well, they're clearly focusing on that right side, Peter. That's where the crosses are coming from, where the danger lies. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
Lookman. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Oseni, and it's played forward. Spread out to the left. Chukwueze. Osai Samuel. Torunariga. Ndidi. Looks as though there's been a call to arms here for those 6-foot plenties to head towards the penalty area.
Yeah, they've got plenty targets awaiting, so they'll be looking to get on the end of anything that gets played into the box.
That's a little off target. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Now it's Godos. Well, the less said about that pass, the better. Torunariga. Iwobi. Bassi. Lookman. Lookman forwards and with intent. And here's Chukwueze. Aina. Lookman. Nice control. There's the shot! Lingered over it, and the chance to counter had gone.
Look, if they're going to counter, it has to be pacier and much more decisive.
That's really well manoeuvred. Osimhen. Chukwueze. And here's Iwobi. Clears it away. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Aim forwards. And here's Osimhen. Now, what about a counter-attack? Now it's Taremi. Lookman. Bassi. Moved on forwards. And it's Osei Samuel. That's a goal kick. Godos does really well to win the ball there. Oh, they could break here. A heavy challenge. It's a loose ball. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Lookman. Crunching tackle. Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
They're just unrelenting, Peter, wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
And Didi. He can get that clear. Torunariga. Iwobi. Osei Samuel. And it's played forward. Cleared away. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Dinks one through. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Ndidi, and the keeper's got it again. That's really well manoeuvred. Osseni. Aim forwards. Well, now here's a good battle. Tries a shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Iwobi takes a shot.
He almost caught everyone out there the way he just eked out the room to get the shot in.
Iran getting a lot of touches here, but they're not making much progress. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Torunariga. Chukwueze. And here's Osimhen. Godos. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Can he deliver? Defending of the desperate variety. Torunariga. Osimhen looks to get on the end of this. And it's Osei Samuel. And here's Chukwueze. Osei Samuel picks it up now. Tries to get it clear.
Nigeria really are making good use of that right-hand side. The light is very much the colour green. Osei Samuel clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Gives the defence a decision to make, whether to go zonal or man-to-man now.
And here's Osimhen. Played out to the right. That is lovely. Crossed, goes for a shot! Osimhen gets flagged offside. Keeper's got good distance on that. Equalizer, who does have an assist to his name. Now it's Osimhen. Looks like he's been given offside again here. Yes, he has. Long ball by the goalkeeper. And it's dealt with by the outrushing keeper. Ndidi, gently done. Lookman. Looking here to chip it through. Defending of the desperate variety. Iwobi. Ndidi. Chukwueze. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Taremi. Out to the right. Nicely shaped cross. And he's there to clear it. It's gone out for a throw-in. Godos. Now it's Godos. Done delicately. It's out for a goal kick. Ndidi. Bassi. Aina. Lookman. Aina. Ndidi. Osai Samuel. Brilliantly cut out. Needs a bit of penetration to go with all this possession. Moved on forwards. Now it's Taremi. Comes under pressure and it's come loose. Torunariga. Ndidi. That's really well manoeuvred. And the keeper has it. Chukwueze. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. Osimhen. Showing good feet. So who's he picking out? Played into the middle.
Well, they're clearly focusing on that right side, Peter. That's where the crosses are coming from, where the danger lies. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
Aina tries a deft little ball, clears it away. And it's played forward. Now it's Taremi. Out to the left it goes. And he's picked out the run. Deflected behind for a corner kick. That has been knocked clear. Great run this, he's come at quite a distance already. And that's aimed into the middle. Lookman goes on a charge down the left. Lookman! Oh, nice touch. So to play, and it is a goal kick. And he cuts out the supply. And that's put paid to a promising move. Torunariga. Chukwueze. Aina. Played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Chukwueze. And it's hoisted clear. Hosseini moved on forwards. Taremi. Iran cannot keep hold of the ball. Great chance! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Osei Samuel. Udidi, aim forwards. And it's Osei Samuel. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. And it's corner. Defending of the desperate variety. Iwobi. Out towards the flank. Tries to get it clear. He's still got it, needs help. Can he spark a counter here? Oh, nicely intercepted. He's offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Hosseini. That has found him in acres of space. Iwobi. Osai Samuel. Chukwueze. Oh, sweet feet. And here's Iwobi. Iwobi played out towards the right wing. Ndidi. Chukwueze. Chukwueze do have a chance to counter here. Now it's Godos, and he's managed to get free. A chance to play it in. Played in with purpose. Godos. Can he finish? Oh, good stop it had to be. And he has kept it out somehow.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Lookman. Solid defending, refused to be out-muscled. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And here's Taremi, chooses to go back, gets good distance on it. That's really well manoeuvred. Muscular approach does pay off here. Ooh, a delicate chip through. Can he latch on to this? There's a probing ball. It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Bassi. Iwobi. Osai Samuel. Ndidi. Chukwueze. Great work on the overlap. Osai Samuel. And the finish! Well, he's going to be pulled back for that one.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. He's gone for goal. That is delicious! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And they've got their lead back. That was beautiful. Something close to genius. Osseni. And it's played forward. Can he finish? Big relief, it just needed better contact. Bassi. Godos. And he has been fouled there. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Aina. Ndidi. Osai Samuel. Has found him in acres of space. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Osimhen, Chukwueze, succumbs to the pressure. Now it's Taremi, over to the left. That's tidy, looking for a decent ball in, turns and goes back. That looks a foul. Yeah, referee's given it.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. He's having a go. Oh, the ball's come loose here. Godos. Oh, shooting chance! It's anyone's ball now. What about this cross? That has been knocked clear. Plenty waiting in the middle. Here comes another cross. Without complication. It'll be a throw-in. Can he get onto this? Godos. Decent chance! He's done very well to get to that.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Aina. Lookman, who's on a run down the left wing. And here's Taremi.
Proves too strong.
Osei Samuel has given away a free kick. Played back in. And it's gone all the way through to the keeper. Iwobi. Lookman. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Iran are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Searching passes played there. Chance! And a terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Lookman. Strong running down that left flank. Played in by Lookman. Throw it. Oh, that's neat. Lookman played out to the left flank. And it's Iwobi. That is a brilliant interception. Iwobi. Iwobi. Hosseini. Lookman. Aina. That's really well manoeuvred. And it's hoisted clear. Aina. Iwobi. And here's Osimhen. Osimhen spread out to the left. He's in space and looking for options. Time to deliver. No way through, so back it comes. That's good play. Looks up, climbs up big! And the header is disappointing in the end.
You really could have done with engaging those crosses much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Aim forwards. Great defending, strong and determined. Can he latch on to this? Another throw-in. Chukwueze, gently done. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, well measured. And he's well positioned. Osimhen! Oh, it's come loose. Tries to get it clear. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. And he thumps it clear. Aina. Well timed, excellent interception. Moved on forwards. And it's Iwobi. Chukwueze. He's had a shot! It's off target and by quite a way.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
Lovely feet. Cross goes in there.
It was hopeful, to say the least. You need more men inside the box, more movement, otherwise it's pretty much a waste.
Chukwueze. Chukwueze. And here's Osimhen. Lookman. That's pretty clear. It is a foul. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
That's a corner kick. Surely now! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Osimhen must have been hit by a flash of doubt then. He complicated what looked like an easy opportunity.
Nice physical challenge. And Didi producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Osei Samuel. Oh, this looks sharp. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And here's Taremi. Godos. But Iran have a free kick. And he is going into that little black book.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Bassi. That's really well manoeuvred. And here's Taremi. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. That shoots! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Taremi certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Ndidi. Aina. Aim forwards. Over to the left. The referee's awarded a free kick. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. He's gone for the shot! Glorious! A finish of true class! And this is getting better and better. Oh, that is a bit special. 2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Dynamic somewhat.
I wonder if the manager is tempted to go for another and really kill the game off completely. I, for one, think he should now.
And it's played forward. Lovely bit of skill. He came in hard, very hard. And the counter is on. Does really well to win the ball there. Godos knocks it out wide. He's in plenty of space here. Gets into some space. Now it's Godos. He's had a shot! Referee has seen that as a dive.
Well, that's just very cynical. For him to think he could get away with it is ugly on his part.
Osei Samuel shifted upfield. Oh, they've seen lots of the ball. Time to go for it a bit of creativity and adventure. That's a lovely, neat pass. Well read, nice interception. Bassi. Bassi forwards and with intent. That has been cut short. That's really well manoeuvred. Ndidi. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. And it's Iwobi. Out towards the flank. And he decides to cross it. Defending is back on the way.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Oh, such a clever touch. And he shoots! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Well, talking about creating a problem for yourself, OK, credit to good pressing, but that was entirely avoidable.
Hosseini. Is onto it in a flash. And that is a little undercooked. Hosseini. Aim forwards. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And it's been played through. Osimhen. Oh, he's found support out wide. There are a few waiting for it. Oh, that's nice. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Iran are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now. Bassi tries to clear. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Osimhen really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Lookman. Aina. Oh, it's a searing run, he is a man on a mission. It's run loose here. Wins the duel this time. Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. But that is good defending. It's been repelled. Johanbach, and it's lofted through here. And he's straight offside. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Hosseini. Johanbach. Johanbach played out to the left flank. That's very neat. Ndidi. Johanbach. And reclaimed it in a trice. Johanbach. Trossing. It's really well cleared. Ndidi. Bassi. Bassi, nicely aimed pass. Pass just lacking in accuracy. Oh, good spread. He is just caressing the ball. And out it comes again. Oh, that is asking for trouble. In once, big chance! It goes to show he is human after all.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Bassi. Torunarigha. Iwobi. Chukwueze. Chukwueze, gently done. Lookman. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Chukwueze, and here's Osimhen. Chukwueze, nice interception, well timed. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And that's definitely not his best. Godos. Moved on forwards. Out to the right. Keeper's got good distance on that. Oh, nicely intercepted. He will be. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And it's made its way to him. Oh, what a... And the shot! And the ball's come loose here. Danger averted for now. Osei Samuel. He's cut it out. And it's played forward. Well, that's well seen too. Chukwueze. Torunariga. Bassi. It will be. Bassi forwards and with intent. Picks it up out wide. Now it's Taremi. Taremi. It will be. And that's surely a foul. Free kick. And he's going to have his name taken. Well, the players are making their point, but the ref clearly isn't interested. He's waved them all away. He's gone direct. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Chance to play it in. Jahan Bach. Osei Samuel. Osei Samuel, gently done. Great ball if he can get there. Now it's Osimhen. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Osimhen. Is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now. Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. Clearly not happy with that. Aim forwards. Deftly away. And here's Taremi. Oh, the ball's come loose here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Chukwueze. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Osimhen's cross. Yeah, he's fouled him there. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. That's been well dealt with. And it's Iwobi. Iwobi. Udidi. Osei Samuel. And here's Chukwueze. Iwobi. Lookman. Oh, sweet feet. Now it's Iwobi. Iwobi. And that was very necessary. Udidi. Chukwueze. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Very nicely done. Iwobi. Iwobi chips it through. And the shot! Yes! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. That's wonderfully done. Crisp hit, true finish.
Well, most of those go high and wide because of their difficulty. He made it look like he does it every day.
This is 3. Moved on forwards. That's tidy. Clears it away. Iran have got it back and they'll have another go. That's really well manoeuvred. Chukwueze. Bassi. Bassi has played it long. And here's Osimhen. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. And it's Iwobi. Aina. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
And the ball is out of play. Hosseini. That's really well manoeuvred. Moved on forwards. Well cut out. No margin for error there at all. They've played it short. A lovely bit of skill. Cross into the box. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. And here's Taremi.
Nigeria look very much like they've got to that time where it's all about...
Shot, surely! And that has been clubbed away. Quarter of an hour into the second half. That has found him in acres of space. No, that's overhit. Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur. Ndidi. Bassi. Aina. Bassi forwards and with intent. And now the breakaway. Osei Samuel. Torunariga. Ndidi. Bassi. And it's played forward. No, it's not getting there. Lookman. Ndidi. Jahanbakhsh. Out to the left it goes. Up he goes! It's a goal! Simple, just guided it in.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead.
Or is there a way back from here? Ndidi. Bassi. Quality ball. And here's Taremi, over to the left. Jahanbakhsh. That's an excellent interception. Aina. Aim forwards. Moved on forwards. Cuts out the pass. Hosseini. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Going to be disappointed with that. Taremi. No foul, says the referee. And here's Taremi. Chukwueze. And it's played forward. Referee's given a throw. And here's Chukwueze. Osei Samuel. And that's nice and simple for the keeper. Jahanbakhsh. And that is as far as they're going to go. Chukwueze. That is lovely. Time to deliver. Oh, such a clever touch. And it's Osei Samuel. Now it's Iwobi. And here's Osimhen. Iwobi. Iwobi! Oh, good effort. He got plenty on that.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
That's really well manoeuvred. Lovely feet. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Hosseini. Nigeria
Look like they're defending with more compactness now, certainly down the middle.
And what is that a reaction to, Jim?
Well, I think it's a move to combat the aerial threat in repelling those crosses.
And here's Taremi. Played out wide. That's going to go a long way. Looks to the other side. Iran not making any meaningful inroads despite all the time they've had with the ball. Aina. Lukman. Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Bassi. Ndidi, it's a delicate pass, gets it away. And it's been taken short. And they've got rid. Jahanbakhsh looking for a runner. Nice control. Jahanbakhsh turns and goes back. Ndidi forwards and with intent, and they can counter here. That is a great pick out. Oh, they could be caught. Osimhen! This time, surely! It's fallen kindly here. It just took too long getting forward.
Chukwueze simply took an age to make his mind up, Peter, when urgency was the single requirement.
That has been knocked clear. Lukman. And he cuts out the supply. Bassi. Aina. And it's played forward. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Long ball by the goalkeeper.
Taremi really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Bassi. Osimhen looks to get on the end of this. Oh, Red, nice interception. Aina. Oh, that's nice. Cleared away. Looking to break at pace. Osai Samuel. Torunariga, Ndidi, Osai Samuel, forwards and with intent. Oh, nice touch. Now here's the delivery.
Pity that because it had a decent chance of progressing.
Aim forwards. Chukwueze. Iwobi. That's really well manoeuvred. Chukwueze! Whistle's gone, that's foul. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. And he's going to... It's hit the crossbar! And the flag has stayed down. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Moved on forwards. Ball's gone out of play. Chukwueze. Aina. That's really well manoeuvred. Does really well there, strong defending. He's shifting through the gears. Chance for a shot! And he hits the net. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of... Nigeria blast themselves into a 3-goal lead. Spread out to the left. Ndidi. Aim forwards. Iwobi. Chukwueze. Osimhen. Lookman. Wins the duel this time. Now it's Taremi. Taremi. He will be. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Nice looking ball. Moved on forwards. And it's been played through. That's the keeper's ball. Bassi. It will be. And here's Taremi. Played out to the right. Serves up across. Tries to get it clear. Oh, good spread. Muscular approach does pay off here. And here's the chance to counter. Aina. Bassi. And it's played forward. Great defending, strong and determined. Osimhen. He can run onto that. Receives it in a good position here. Lookman. That's really well manoeuvred. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Taremi's cross. No, that's not going to find its target. Iran have reclaimed it. Out to the right. Can he deliver? Goes down, but nothing given. Does really well to win the ball there. And here's Taremi! Keeper's got his work done.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Johanbach goes short. Plays it across. And it's kept out by a stubborn defence. Could move up a gear here. He's got away. Osimhen. Chukwueze. Now it's Chukwueze. Now it's Iwobi. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Aina. Torunariga. Ndidi. Chukwueze. Osai Samuel. Osai Samuel charging forward down that flank. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Iwobi. And it's Ndidi. It's a loose ball. Clears it away. Real chance here.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
That's an imaginative pass. Short changes him with that pass. Lookman. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Ndidi. Chukwueze. Iwobi. Bassi. Ndidi. Ndidi shifted upfield. Tries to get it clear. Hosseini, aim forwards. Ndidi. Osei Samuel. Chukwueze. And it's Iwobi. Iwobi! Oh, almost a sixth!
Certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
Now it's Jahanbakhsh. Jahanbakhsh. Aimed in towards the centre, and he has been fouled there. Well, some of the players here are letting their emotions get the better of them. They do have to be careful. This must not be inflamed any further.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
And the keeper beats it away. Lookman wins the duel this time. Calmly anticipates. Iwobi. Ndidi. Bassi. Torunariga moved on forwards. Iwobi. Bassi. Aim forwards. Lookman. And here's Osimhen. Aina. Great run on the overlap here. Showing good feet. It's a mighty effort! A real chance! Really well taken goal. Comfort, yet more comfort, easing away.
Look at that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
At the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
That's the throw. Osei Samuel. Bassi. Lookman. Iwobi. And here's Osimhen. Well timed, excellent interception. Johanbach shifted upfield. Cleared away. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Chukwueze. Torunarigha. Bassi forwards and with intent. That has been cut short. Ambitious ball here. He's in plenty of space here. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. That's good play. Oh, smashing header! Chukwueze. Great defending, strong and determined. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card.
Well, with him already been on a yellow, he should know much better than that.
Bassi. Chukwueze. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Aina. Torunarigha. Ndidi. Bassi. Ndidi. And it's played forward. Hit into the middle.
I think those reactions say it all. He didn't wait for the support and the chances gonna beg him.
That's really well manoeuvred. Iwobi. Ndidi. Aina. Ndidi. Bassi. Taremi. Keeper's got good distance on that. Iran have a free kick. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Osei Samuel. Chukwueze. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Oh, he's found support out wide. That's very neat. Taremi, no way through, so back it comes. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Osei Samuel. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Osei Samuel. Torunariga. Oh, red, nice interception. Osei Samuel. 4 added minutes on the board. Aim forwards. Chukwueze. Lookman. Aina. Lookman. Iwobi. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And Iran can counter-attack here. Plays it out wide. He's in plenty of space here. Does really well to win the ball there. And he's heaved it away. Torunariga. Udidi. Chukwueze. Chukwueze, gently done. Jahan Bach. That has been knocked clear. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Chukwueze. Hosseini. Bassi. Aina. Torunariga. That's been drilled forward. Oh, nicely intercepted. Jahan Bach. Flashes it. Oh, what a climb! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Taremi. Taremi! Moved on forwards. Now it's Chukwueze. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. And he cuts out the supply. And it's gone back to the keeper. Torunariga. And it's played forward. Osei Samuel. Osei Samuel goes forward. He's got to be in here! Osimhen! And he steered it beyond the post.